What's up, my dudes? We got the new 2020. Hey, it's 2021, but it's a new track, Fox Raceway, on MX versus ATV All Out. So, had to come in here and take a little look-ski at this puppy right here. Just watched the real-life race. Oh, daddies. That's a little over jump, a little OJ. They actually did a little thing during the real life race where they showed first person footage in the game of this track. So I thought that was kind of cool. This is actually the free ride version of it. That's why you're not seeing any of the little off track little shits, little billboards and stuff like that. This track was muffed up, bro, in that second 250 moto. Even on lap 1 of the second 250 moto, like, oh my gosh. Like one of the roughest, ruddiest, that thing was tore up, boy. Especially, let me just overjump every single thing on this track. Especially that, man, like just every part of the track is just like kickered. Every jump was super ruddy, kickered. I mean, it was just crazy. They definitely got quite the little roughness vibe on this right here. There's a rut, daddy. There's a rut, fatty. Let's see. Look at the braking bumps, dude. I wish it actually affected the bike a little more than just, giving you a little bit more vibration to the controller, you know what I'm saying? This would be a really cool track like in a simulator where you could actually really feel that roughness a little bit more. We'll go in there to the actual raceable version here in just a second, but let's see. Yeah, this whole section right here, oh my gosh, the ruts and all that going down through there. Ruts, like, I don't know how some of them boys is getting through that. I know I couldn't have got through that in real life in that second 250 moto. It wasn't quite as bad in the second 450 moto, but yeah, I would say this is pretty accurate right there. And of course, this is technically based off of the 2021. So let's see what we got. Let's go to the raceable version just so we can kind of see the real, the real deal version of this track right here. But yeah, guys, just getting back into it. Like I said in the previous video, just getting back into live streaming. Just got the fast internet back after not having it for 6 months. So uploads are going to be way more consistent now. Literally every single day, I'm at least going to upload a video or live stream every single day now. So yeah, that's a bit of a change up from the past 6 months where it's been kind of hit or miss, no live streams, We'll put these guys on beginner just so I can get out front real quick and try to show the track off. But yeah, man, we're back in it. I'm excited. It's been just went through some bizarre shit that I wasn't expecting. And that's what kind of caused this whole delay in being able to live stream. And, I was working off a hotspot there for a while, so I was still able to upload a little bit, but nowhere near like I was wanting to. But now I've got 400 megabits down, like 40 megabits up. So plenty good enough to live stream and get videos uploaded quick enough. That's the whole thing with YouTube. Like it's all about your upload speed. Dude, I've learned so much stuff about internet over the past 6 months. Like it is insane what I thought I knew about internet and what I know about it now. Like, oh my gosh. But either way, we got us a little sunsetty vibe on the track here. You can kind of see the ruts and the roughness a little bit better. The whole trick to this game is keeping your damn wheels on the ground, That's kind of the whole game and has been the whole game ever since this game came out, even though it's went through multiple different physics rendition changes and, trying to lower the bounce effect on the bike. It still is the main thing that is going to, feels like the main separator and skill gap of the game is just simply trying to keep both of your wheels planted on the ground without them just bouncing you know, like without bouncing around too much. This section right here has a whole different look when you got the raceable version with the objects on it. Makes it feel a lot more like real life. But yeah, I would say this track right here is pretty damn, you know, accurate. Of course, you can get in multiple different times of day lighting effects on it as well. Be cool if I could hit the finish line. But yeah, it certainly does seem to have the super roughness vibe of the real life Fox Raceway track. Maybe not quite as much of the individual like ruts up the jump faces and everything that you would have seen at the start of that second 250 moto. It may do it though here with the terrain deformation. You can kind of already see it there. That is, yeah, here we go. Now we're cooking. Woo! That's a badass double. It's a badass like step up right there. This was the jump right here that was super rutted out on that second 250 moto. Like even on the first lap, there was literally like 7 trenches going up the face. And half the time, even the dudes in the front, like they couldn't even hit the little 20-foot double or whatever it was, just strictly from how jacked up the faces were. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I just love when the tracks like get like that, where they're just on like the next level of ruts and roughness, to where it's just like you can't be cruising around a local motocross track and then come out to something like that 250 Moto 2 and expect to do very good, you know? It's like a strictly on pro day level ruts and roughness type vibe. So thought that was kind of a cool little aspect too. You had some guys going really fast down the outsides. I think Jet Lawrence was taking that inside a little bit there. But yeah, this is the track ski, boys. Fox Raceway. This comes with the 2020 championship, which came out like last year, 2020 national championship. But this is a new track that they just threw in there. If you had that 2020 DLC from last year, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure how this DLC works right here. So yeah, man, had to come in here and check it out, bro. Either way, I appreciate the support. All you guys that have stuck around. I know it's been a weird, like I just started live streaming really for the first time at the end of last year, and then had all this crap happen. So then like I went from live streaming for the first time like a lot in like a 2 or 3 month time span there, and then went to not live streaming at all for like another 6 months. But now I'm going to get back into everything. We'll get back into the memberships, get back in there playing in my Discord. I'm going to go in there and play all different kinds of games. Man, you can hook that if you hit that just right. Definitely going to be able to jump all of that. But yeah, I'll be back in there in my Discord playing multiplayer on MX Bikes, Reflex, MX Simulator, maybe some PUBG, something like that. If you're not already in my Discord, just DM me on Instagram at Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters. Just say you want to get in the Discord and I'll get you in there, brother. Whoa, SpongeBob. Be cool to do a little rut tester video on this shit. I literally have like 60,000 views on that rut tester video that I did on the Stewart compound on a live. I don't know how in the hell that video got so big all of a sudden, but yeah, the good old YouTube algorithm. Sometimes when you make a video that's like, they consider it like what would have been big back in 2011, somehow some weird things like that seem to still do pretty good on YouTube. I don't know how the shit works, and I've been doing it for been doing it for like 4 or 5 years now. So you would think I would have a pretty decent idea of how the algorithm works, but no. It is, I mean, when those videos get like 50,000 plus for the size of my channel, you know, certain videos that'll get 50,000 plus views, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason. You can't like plan for it. You can't try to make a video like that. It just doesn't really work like that. That's a cool little, kind of got to arc that corner a lot to be able to stay on the gas and still hit around the outside of that. Love these jumps on this track, though. Like, definitely beefy roughness, beefy terrain deformation, beefy jumps. We got beefy everything, dog. That's how it's supposed to be on a, pro replica track. Man, that jump is huge right there. I don't know if that really actually equates to being that big in on the real life track right there. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. I guess this is technically kind of like a track review here. Shit, I don't know. This is one of my favorite ones for sure. Look at that deformation, bro. I'd put this somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, compared to all the other pro tracks in this game. It's up there. I mean, somewhere 8 to 10 range, something like that. Difficulty, I would say, is hard for this game. If you had this kind of ruts and roughness in a simulator, it'd be Big Daddy. So, but yeah, it's interesting when you go from playing simulators and you realize how much more you can actually feel the inertia of the roughness and the braking bumps, and how much more you can get out of shape on that than you do in an arcade game. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't. I mean, it's really just basically just adding vibration to the controller in a arcade motocross game, minus reflex. Reflex does have a little bit of an actual feeling on the, like, making it affect the bike, but in all reality, a lot of these games, it's just not much of a. That's cool how you got to really hit that at kind of like a rhythm section to be able to still hit the finish line. I'm glad they made that difficult enough. But yeah, the roughness just doesn't quite give you the potential flipping the bike, crashing the bike is what you would think it would be. But that's an arcade motocross game, though. It's kind of how they are. It's just, and it's something that you don't even notice if you've never gotten deep into a simulator. It's like you're not even going to notice what actual roughness, inertia, braking bump, suspension bounce, you don't even really know what that is if you've never gotten super deep into a simulator. But yeah, either way, we'll be back on that next one, boys.